So, but this part right here ties back to stuff that we've already done this year. So in a triangle, what do the three angles always add up to?
180.
They always add up to 180, right? So I know that this angle, and this angle I'm looking for add up to 180. So how can I find this missing angle? Yeah, either way. I could add those two up and subtract from 180, or just start off with 180, go minus 65, minus 57. What does that give you?
58.
It gives you 58. This angle right here is 58. And then if you were to take these three numbers right here, 65, 57, 58, if you add those three up, it would add to 180. Three angles of a triangle always add up to 180. Okay, on the second one, this angle right here is 90. So how big is that missing angle? It's 50. Okay, on this third one, how big is that missing angle? 30. And then on this last one, how big is that missing angle?
45.
It's 45. Okay, so this is some information that you've used in math for many years now. You may not remember using it very much, but you use this in 7th and 8th grade. This is something that you've just known for a long time, that the three angles of a triangle always add up to 180. So what we're going to talk about today is how do you know what any polygon adds up to, the angles inside of it. So like on this one, these four angles always add up to a certain number. On this one, these five angles always add up to a certain number. On this one, these six angles always add up to a certain number. So we're going to look at how we can figure that out. All right? So first of all, again, one more time real quick. The total degrees in one triangle is what? 180 degrees. 180 degrees in one triangle. All right, now, on this first one, how many sides does this figure have?
4.
It's got 4 sides. What do we call this shape that has 4 sides just in general?
Square.
Okay, a square is a very, very specific type of 4-sided shape. I mean, like a very generic...
2D?
Is it what?
2D?
Okay, well, this is 2-dimensional, that's right. But what do we just call a 4-sided shape? Good. Good. Quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. If you think about the prefix of the word quadrilateral, quad, like cuatro, okay, means 4. 4 sides. Now here's what we're going to do on all these, is we're going to start off with one corner. And that's the reason, this is the only reason you have that ruler, is to help you draw a straight edge here. From one corner, from one vertex, we're going to draw all the diagonals that we can. So from this corner, can I draw a diagonal over to this corner over here? No, there's already a side there, so that would not be a diagonal. So I can draw a diagonal from this corner down to this corner. So you can use your straight edge and draw a line from one corner down to the other. Now, can I draw a diagonal from this corner to this corner?
No.
Nope. Now, I did exactly what I wanted to, because in doing this, notice how I took this 4-sided shape, and when I drew this in here, what 2 shapes did I make here?
2 triangles.
I made 2 triangles, okay? And I did that on purpose. So, in this 4-sided shape, when I drew this, how many triangles did we make here?
2.
We made 2 triangles. Okay? Now, you could draw another line in here like this, but now you're going to be talking about these angles in the middle, and we're going to have to account for that. Whereas right here, we already have what we need. There's no reason to draw on that other line, because now it's already split up into triangles. So think about this. We split this into 2 triangles. How many degrees is in each one of these triangles?
80.
180, good. So if you take this angle, and this angle together, they're going to add up to 180. If you take this angle, and this angle together and add them up, they're going to add up to 180. So how can I find the total of all of these angles right here?
Yeah.
Well, I know that this is 180 with these 3, and this is 180 with these 3. So what could I do? Yeah, I'm just going to take 2 triangles times 180 degrees for each triangle. What's 2 times 180? It's 360 degrees. So here's what that means. In any 4-sided shape, in any quadrilateral, the 4 angles will always add up to 360 degrees. Just like in one triangle, there's always 180. So on this one, this looks like a square. These all look like 90 degrees. It would not have to look like this. If it has 4 sides, it's going to add up to 360. Okay. Second one, how many sides does this have? It's got 5 sides. What do you call a 5-sided shape?
Wouldn't it be like a...
Yep, it's a pentagon. Good.
I know my shapes.
It's a pentagon.
I know my colors.
Okay, so what we're going to do again here is I'm just going to choose one corner. So I'll start off with this corner right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a straight line from here to here and from here to here.
Does it matter which corner we choose?
No, it doesn't matter where you start from. It's going to work out the same way on all of them. Because notice what happened here. Whenever I split this like this, what shape is this right up here? This is a triangle. What shape is this right here? It's a triangle. And what shape is this? Triangle. So I've got this what was a pentagon now split up into 3 triangles, right? So we made 1, 2, we made 3 triangles. Now again, how many degrees is in each one of these triangles? 180. So to find the total, I'm going to do 3 times 180. What does that give us? 3 times 180 is 540 degrees. Good? Okay, next one. How many sides does this shape have? 6. What do we call a 6-sided shape? It is a hexagon. 6 sides is hexagon. Now I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to go from this corner, and I'm going to draw from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here. So when I did that, how many triangles did I create? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. Make 4 triangles. So every triangle is 180 degrees. So I'm going to go 4 times 180. What does that give us? 720. So what that means is in any hexagon, it doesn't matter if it's this shape or whatever, if it has 6 sides, those 6 angles will always add up to 720. Any hexagon, the 6 angles always add up to 720. On here, I want you to see if you can figure out what the pattern is with these. And it's a simple little thing that I'm looking for here. It's nothing crazy, but there's something that's happening here.
Oh, it's just like one, like more as they go on.
Okay, this goes up by 1, but somebody else I think said it.
The number of triangles formed, which is 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, that's going up by that, yes.
The number of sides.
They're all odd numbers. I don't know.
Okay, good. It's how the number of sides relates to the number of triangles. So how do you get from 4 to 2? How do you get from 5 to 3? How do you get from 6 to 4? All right, let's do this for one more shape. On the back here. How many sides does that thing have? It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa. That was weird. I don't know what happened there. 7, 8, 9. There's 9 sides. All right, so I'm going to choose this one corner. Oh, I forgot. Let's talk about this. This is one that's not very well known. What do you call something with 9 sides? It's weird. Say it again. No, octagon is 8.
Nectagon.
Okay, it's a nonagon. It's a weird word. Nonagon is a 9-sided shape. Okay, so going back up here, I'm going to draw from here to here, from here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here, and here to here. So I just made a bunch of what shapes there? I made a bunch of triangles. Again, that's my goal. That's why I want to do it this way. So how many triangles do we make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 triangles. Okay, so 7 triangles, 180 degrees in each one of them. 1,260. So what that means is in any nonagon, the 9 angles will always add up to 1,260 degrees. Now, there is a pattern that's, how do you get from 9 to 7? Minus 2, okay? That's not by coincidence. It's always going to happen like that. So the number of triangles is always going to be 2 less than the number of sides. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come up with a formula that will help me to find this number without having to draw this every single time. Okay? So in this formula, first of all, we're going to set up one variable. So n is going to represent the number of sides. So n is going to represent the number of sides. Okay? That's going to be the only variable I need. So let's think about it. How do I get from this number to this number? How do I get from the number of sides to the number of triangles? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take n minus 2. Right? N is the number of sides. So if I do n minus 2, that's going to tell me how many triangles are in any shape. Now, how did I get from this number to this number? Multiply it times 180. Okay? And that's my formula. If I take the number of sides and I subtract 2 from that, that'll tell me how many triangles are inside of it. And then the number of triangles times 180 will tell me how many total degrees there is. So just think about this. Okay, for a triangle, how many sides does a triangle have? 3. So if I plug in 3 right here, what's 3 minus 2?
1.
And what's 1 times 180? 180. Okay? So this works for any of these shapes. So let's practice. The first one says find the sum of a decagon. Does anybody know how many sides a decagon has? Good, it has 10 sides. So if I want to find the sum or the total of those angles, I'm going to go 10 minus 2 times 180. Now when you do this, you have to put the 10 minus 2 in parentheses because your calculator is going to follow order of operations. So make sure you put the 10 minus 2 in parentheses. So what's the total number of degrees in a decagon? 1,440 degrees. All right, on a 15-gon. So that means it has 15 sides. We're going to go 15 minus 2 times 180. 2,340 total degrees. And then in a 24-gon, 24 minus 2 times 180. 3,960 total degrees. Okay, so we're going to use that to help us find this stuff right here. So on this first one, what type of shape is this one?
Quadrilateral.
Good, it's a quadrilateral. Okay, sorry. So quadrilateral. So in a quadrilateral, what do these 4 angles always add up to?
360.
Okay, if you forget, just use this formula I just gave to you. Go 4 minus 2 times 180. Okay, a quadrilateral has 4 sides. So I'm just using that formula we just talked about just now. 4 sides, plug that in there. 4 minus 2 times 180 is what? 360. So in this quadrilateral, those 4 angles will always add up to 360. So how can I find this one missing angle here? Good. So I'm going to do 360 minus 89 minus 120 minus 91. See, all I did was just take the total number of degrees, 360, and subtract these three off, and whatever's left is going to be the measurement of this angle right here. So 360 minus 89, that's where that came from. 120, that's where that came from, and then 91. And what does this leave you?
60.
Gives you 60 degrees. Okay, second one. How many sides does this shape have?
7.
It's got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, does anybody know what you call a 7-sided shape? Okay, so this is a weird one also. This is what we call a septagon. A septagon. So in a septagon, what do the 7 angles always add up to? Okay, we're going to use our formula. I'm going to go 7 minus 2 times 180
900.
is 900 degrees. Okay? So in that shape right there, all 7 of those angles will always add up to 900 degrees. So what I want is I want to know how big that one little angle is right there. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go 900 minus that, minus that, minus that, minus that, minus that, minus that. And after I subtract that, that's going to tell me what this is. So 900 minus 138, minus 128, minus 130, minus 130, minus 132, minus 130. What does that give you?
112.
112 degrees. Okay, next one. What type of shape is this one?
Quadrilateral.
This one's a quadrilateral also. So what do those 4 angles add up to in a quadrilateral?
360.
Right there, I already did the math. Quadrilateral always adds up to 360. Okay, so this one's going to take a little bit of algebra. I mean, it's going to be easy, but just doing some simple solving. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to go like this. 85, that's this angle, plus this angle, 6x plus 22, plus this angle, the 69-degree angle, plus this angle right here, x plus 37. So when I add up all 4 of those angles, so in any quadrilateral, what do the 4 angles add up to?
360.
To 360. So this is going to equal 360. So see what I did here is it's just all 4 of those. And when I add them up, they're going to equal 360. Now from here, it's just solving for x. So let's combine like terms. I have a positive 6x and I have a positive x. So 6x and 1x, how many x's is that?
7.
Is 7x. Now there's 85, 22, 69, and 37. So I'm just going to add those 4 numbers up to my calculator real quick. So it's 85 plus 22 plus 69 plus 37
213.
is 213. Okay, again here I'm just solving for x now, so I'm going to subtract 213 from both sides. So we get 7x equals 147. Divide both sides by 7. And what does x equal?
21.
X equals 21. All right, one more. How many sides does this shape have?
5.
What do we call a 5-sided shape?
Pentagon.
Pentagon. So in a pentagon, what do the 5 angles add up to?
5.
Good. And if you forgot, you could just use the formula 5 minus 2 times 180. That's going to give you 540. So here's what I'm going to do. Is it's going to be this plus this plus this plus this plus this equals 540. So I'm going to go like this. X plus 105 plus 120 plus X plus 25 plus X plus 35 equals 540. Right, everything here, this is that X, this 105 is that, this 120 is that 120, this X plus 25 is that X plus 25, and this X plus 35 is that X plus 35. And then when I add all 5 of them up together, they're going to equal a total of 540. All right, let's combine like terms. So we have X, X, and X. So how many X's do we have? 3 X's. Now 105, 120, 25, and 35 is what?
285.
Okay. 285 equals 540. Subtract 285, 3x equals, this is 255. And x equals 85.